Hi guys, good morning. Today, as I promised, I am making a video to show you guys how to install the OSSIM AlienVault on VMware. I'll start by showing you guys where to go to get the ISO. You can go into AlienVault website and download the ISO image from here. And when you get it, as you can see there, because I already downloaded, I'm not gonna do it because it's just duplicating. But you can download it, and today, because I will focus into install on VMware. Here is just a page that I thought it would be useful to add is Wikipedia page. This tool, this framework is more tweaked for or made specifically for people working in networking, system administration, and then security specifically. Okay, without delay, I have downloaded the AlienVault, as you guys can see here, and I'll start the installation straight away on VMware. Beneficial. Okay. You start by saying I want to create a new install from disk, and then from disk you select the ISO file you want to install, and then continue, and then here you can actually specify things you want to add into the machine. For instance, I don't want it to be called Debian. I want to call it OSSIM AlienVault, and then save. Here I will specify, I normally give you 2 cores, and then in terms of memory I always give 1 gigabyte of memory, so it will work comfortable. I know that some people have a computer with less memory, so I think 512 is enough, but the machine will work very slow, and then you won't have a lot of depends. It depends your specifications for your machine. That's my preference. So yeah, I shared network with my Mac. I could use the private Mac network, but for now I'll keep it as shared with my Mac, and that's all I need to do. Then I said start, and the installation started. I will choose to install the AlienVault, not the sensor, and the installation starts. As I said, let me just get to, I need some more room. The setup is normal. It's quite straightforward. UK, English, and then it takes a little while for you to get everything work. The things I believe is important for you to know while you're installing is the IP range you can give to your machine. And then, for instance, on my Mac, I need to figure out what network my VMware is using. I can do the ifconfig, and then the ifconfig will give me the IP address range where I'm sitting on, and then which is this one here. So what I would say here is one. Okay, hold on, I don't want to be confused. Okay, yeah, 172, 116, 237, 10, 24. So I'm giving an IP range, not just the specific IP. So yeah, it's happy. The gateway, that's the one I just specified there. Name server, If you don't know, you can leave it blank. Uh, well, I will give it name server as default, as the same as the gateway. Then let it carry on. It takes a little while to get all the stuff, but it's quite quickly. This is my second time to install. Because okay, here now is asking. I got the network done. Now here is asking for your root password. You have to give a password that you don't forget. Otherwise, you won't be able to access your framework when you're done. That okay. I had my password. Then he set up the internal clock, and then he's gonna add some other stuff on. The internal clock is managed by the NDP, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. You guys can verify to see if I'm correct. Now it's installing a disk and additional libraries and set up the partition, formatting the partition, installing, as you guys can see. I will pause it again, the rest of it. I'll pause now again. Hi, back. The installation seems to be finished now, and he's asking to set up the network. He will ask you for your administration details and username and password for an account that have the administration right. I am entering now, so to allow it to set up properly. As you guys see, all went okay. Now it's asking for me to log in for the first time into my successful installed uh, AlienVault application. The IP address is that one you see there. On your machine will be different. That's what you set up, and then I'll put my username is root. Your username is root, and then the password is the password you set up on your installation. As you guys can see, all seems to be working fine. Then here he asks you to shows you all the things you can do to set up your system. I don't need to do anything on network. I don't want to configure the sensor yet. There is nothing about maintenance troubleshooting. I just want to show you guys a simple install. One of the things I forgot to mention is as you started, when you log in and put your password, you need to add some extra bits on your configuration, so you will be able to access your AlienVault from external sources, uh, adding Apache, for instance. And to do that, uh, you go into configure your sensor. Your network is mostly configured already, and then configure AlienVault server IP. Uh, I'm not sure. I'll change that thing, but I didn't need to do that before. But let me do it, because sometimes it's good if you do the trial and error, so you learn as you go. Okay, I entered the server IP. Let me go back again. Okay, and that's also is important to add some plugins. Here I'm not adding any plugin. I don't know why. Okay. I need to add Apache and some extra plugins so I can access the application from external sources. Uh, okay, here data source plugin. So yeah, I have AlienVault IDS. Uh, I'll install Aladdin. I'll install Apache. I'll install Apache LDAP and Apache logs. Uh, Available monitor, and I'll install Avast. Uh, I don't think I need. Hold on. I don't think I need to install anything else for now. Oh, I'll install ClamMV because it's the antivirus. Uh, DHCP, not necessary, but I will do again just for my own sake. IP tables, yep. Juniper, no. Kismet, no. Linux DHCP, no. So I'll say okay. And then I'll go back and I'll apply all the changes. Yes. It will apply all the changes I've made so far. And then a way to test it is if you have on your VM host a tool that can scan your application to see unable to connect to OS DB with config file settings, try node setting. Nice error. That one is a good indication that I need to do something else. But anyway, let it make it work. Let's see if it worked. And I'll reboot my application and see whether my setup worked or not. And finger crossed. Hopefully, we'll have a working OSSIM AlienVault VM. Okay, it's coming back to life. It's loading again. I'll bring my terminal. I have Nmap installed on my Mac, and what I normally do is to check with Nmap if certain ports are open, and then if the ports I want to see are open, then that's a good signal that my application is working as expected. So I'm not just waiting that AlienVault to boot up, and then when it boots up, I will then, there you go, it's coming back to life. It's running some scripts to do the initiation. I'm logged in with my username and password, and then straight after I'm going into my Mac and I'll scan my machine for open ports, and I want to see if those ports, oh God, no, still not opening. You say the API is up, but it doesn't. The host is up, sorry, but it doesn't give me access to. I wonder if it's my network. Network configuration. Okay, I have fixed the problem by changing the network interface. I went to my VMware network administration, and I said from instead of NAT to go into the host only. So now my VM host is able to talk to the AlienVault. The next test I will do now is just to go back into my browser and then test to see if I can connect into the AlienVault interface now. And then yes, I can. I accept the certification. Guys, after some time, I managed to resolve the problem. As you guys can see, I managed to access the AlienVault. The way I did resolve is through repair the database, and to repair the database, you log in as root, and if you have that same error I found, you okay, you do something like this. No, sorry. Yeah. You log in into your application. You into terminal. You find the database, and you repair it, and it should be able to get back to your application. Now on my tool, I will, here then is the first page you will find on the AlienVault. So you register as you make your user, and then you create your password. And then you add your email details, so you can email you. And then you say start using AlienVault. Here is your first time you log in, and you put your password, and hopefully this time it will work all fine. I will after that I will probably create another video to show some scans, some like AlienVault working with all the, I will set up different servers and then add monitoring, so you guys can actually see AlienVault monitoring and detecting malware on the network from other servers. Here's the normal setup. It's gonna ask you for several things, information about your network interface, and then what you want to discover on your network, any deployment you will have to do, the logs, what type of logs you want to capture and do analysis on, and then the join OTX here is just another extra service which that AlienVault provides you. Here is, I'm not going to change anything. It's just going to make all by default. And I'm just saying it's all Linux, just all mockup. And I can unique source will be not needed to use the name password will be stored, and just like a okay, I'll use my same details as for my admin. You guys can create another user, and then you define what host or what type of log file you want. Because I'm not monitoring anything now, it doesn't get any log files. So I'll say skip this. And I don't want to get signed up for the OTX. It's up to you if you guys want to sign up. I will sign up later on when I do a demonstration for the AlienVault working, like monitoring my lab. So I'll skip and then I'll say finish. And I don't want to configure anything else. So for now, so there you go. That's my AlienVault, simple and basic, working, all installed, all running, the dashboards with the analysis. You won't get much stuff on the analysis because I haven't signed up for the OTX. If I am on a network, I'll have tickets here submitted by people on my network. I can see how many tickets, the value of the tickets to be resolved. Here is the overall overview of my network, what's going on here. And then taxonomy, if any malware detected, what to do, what system is affected, and the follow-ups, all the work that need to be done to resolve it. When you find on the vulnerabilities, you will find after your OSS managed to find vulnerabilities on the system is monitoring. It's gonna create a report, and from there you can escalate and create a follow-up to troubleshoot. Okay, guys, I gonna wrap up, and I guess this is all today. If you want, I will prepare a lab and I will do a demonstration of it, the AlienVault monitoring my lab. I'll create some vulnerable systems by purpose just to see how the OSS manifests itself and how the whole thing work around. I still have to learn around it, so I will do the demonstration properly. But that's all for today, and thank you very much for being here, and thank you for watching. Okay, bye.